Hello, everybody. My name is LK Spigner, and just want to let you know that I am a member of the Free Gas Network. And the recording that you're going to see after this, after you're looking at this little image here, that's going to be about a 40-minute recording. I'd like you to listen to it, and if you can see value in what the message is going to come across, if you can see value in that, come back here and scan that QR code and get started with us. Free Gas Network is going to change lives. I guarantee it. Anyway, watch or listen to the recording and get back and scan that QR code to get started. Appreciate it. God bless, and you guys have a great day.
This call could change your life. And I thank each and every one of you for being here. But without further ado, I would like to introduce our first speaker. This is an individual that's been in this relationship business for quite some time. Doesn't matter what business you do, it could be brick or mortar, it could be online. You still have to build relationships so you can gain customers and opportunity for people that's looking for an opportunity. So with that said, I'd like to introduce a leader, a mouse leader. Without further ado, please help me welcome Mr. Dak. Are you there, sir?
All right. I sure am. Desmond, could you hear me? I am definitely here. Could you hear me, Desmond?
Star 6 to unmute yourself.
All right. I think I'm unmuted. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes, sir.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. And I think everybody is muted, so I appreciate that. Who's controlling on the back end? If you can mute your phone as well, Desmond, so that way I don't hear the background noise of your environment. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much, Desmond, for that amazing introduction. Guys, it's Friday. Matter of fact, it's Friday. I don't know about you, but, I work for myself, so, I hope every day could be like a Friday, even though I don't get paid every day just yet. But with that being said, it's just something about Friday, right? Because the weekend is here. People are just happy to just spend more time doing, hopefully, the things that they love to do, which for the most part should be family and people that you care about. But with that being said, guys, look, I appreciate y'all taking the time out to tap in with us today. I'm gonna keep things really simple, all right, clean and straight to the point, because I know everybody's busy and everybody's looking for one thing right now. And you know what that is? Opportunity. You know what that is? Access. You know what that is? Solutions. See, what we're about to share with you today is called FGN, Free Gas Network. And guys, honestly, this came at the perfect time for where the world is heading right now. Because whether you want to admit it or not, guys, we are in a major economic shift right now. AI changing industries. I think all of you know this. Banks tightening up on all of their lending. Traditional lending is becoming harder. Everything is becoming more expensive, and millions of people are looking for ways to create more income, more leverage, and more financial flexibility, guys. Now, this is exactly why Free Gas Network was created. I'm going to break this down for you, okay? Mr. Ray Taylor, our CEO of this amazing marketing platform, incredible businessman, incredible family man, and visionary who spent literally the last 30 years helping thousands of people obtain personal and business funding. Now, let me not stop there. I got to give him a little more accolades, because I got some decades to go to reach where him and his amazing wife, Marilyn, has gotten to. But they've been together and married almost 50 years, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I don't know about you, but that's like an eternity, all right? To be married, to be in a covenant relationship, to be in business collectively together, helping thousands of people across the nation, and to just keep it 100, the business, guys, that is what you want to be a part of, because that's what we call loyalty. That's what we call dedication. That's what we call commitment. That's what we call integrity. That's what we call transparent. Guys, you don't have accolades like that without doing something right. Now, let me also say this. What makes what you're going to hear simple is that there are millions of people out now grinding. And I know some of you on this call know what I'm talking about, all right? And if you don't have the opportunity right now to grind because you've already done your grind and things are great, God bless you. We hope to get to your status one day. But guys, every day there are millions of people that are doing things like Uber driving, Lyft driving, delivery driving, gig workers, small business owners, all trying to create an extra income and build a better future for themselves and their families. And one of the biggest expenses of all of those people that are doing the ride share and the gig share, not that that's what they dreamed about doing. As a matter of fact, I think many of us that work today, we're not dreaming about doing what we're doing today as kids when we actually dreamed about amazing things. Somebody probably is going to be like, amen, show not, but as long as the bills is getting paid, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to go back to the dream building, because guess what? We have a solution today that will take care of all of the opportunities that you've been looking to get into, okay? Now, one of the biggest expenses of all of those types of workers, anybody know what that is? Well, it's why we're called Free Gas Network. And I know some of you are like, well, but I don't drive my car for a living to pay bills. That's okay. But it's still going to be completely relevant to you, because guess what? You're here for a reason. Guys, fuel. Fuel is the number one expense. As a matter of fact, you don't have to be a gig share or ride share entrepreneur in order to realize that gas is at a point right now, guys. I drive my wife's car. I can't even afford to drive my Black Label Navigator. You know why? Because it's cost me $130, and I'm in Florida. Some of you guys are in California. Like, come on, man. I pay almost $170. Okay, I get it. I ain't trying to compare. All I'm trying to say is I can't keep paying $130 every 3 days to fill up my tank. So guess what? My car sits, and I drive my wife's Mitsubishi Outlander that costs about $45, even with today's gas, all right, to be able to get around. So we driving around with one car right now. Not that I can't afford it, but I don't want to keep spending all that money, guys. Gas, fuel, and everything in life is extremely expensive. So the vision was birthed because of that, guys. So how can we create a community that helps people financially while also creating access to funding and opportunities? The vision became Free Gas Network, guys. So let me break this down to you very quickly. FGN is going to cost you $297 one time per year for the membership. Follow me, because I'm going to move fast. And for those who want more flexibility, guess what? We also have a 4-pay plan now, allowing you to split the cost into 4 payments and get started immediately. Simple, flexible, no complicated structure, guys. Now, let me ask you this. Do you know what you're getting for that $297? Some of you do. Most of you don't. Well, let me show you what membership actually gives you access to. The biggest value is the ability to position yourself for personal and business funding. See, our amazing visionary, Mr. Ray Taylor, went after gig share and ride share drivers and entrepreneurs because there are millions of them across this nation, dreamers that want more in life. So he said, let me go after them, because guess what? They know what it is to grind. But we also want to help them take care of their most expensive cost in that grind, which is fuel. And I'm going to talk about that a little more. Okay? Now, the personal and business funding. This is what a lot of people get excited about. If you have around a 680 credit score, you may qualify for funding without having to provide tax returns. Ooh, how many people like that one? Pay stubs. Oh, now you talking, Dap. Bank statements or any type of heavy documentation. See, this is what makes FGN very exciting because guess what? We got a lot of entrepreneurs on this call that for whatever reason, getting all those documents together just doesn't work when it comes to getting lending. For whatever those reasons are, you know what they are, all right? The entire focus is helping people leverage their credit profile to access capital. So as long as you have a credit profile and that credit score is a minimum of 680, we're going to help you get personal or business funding or both if you have a business, because you got to have personal, right? Because something had to start from somewhere. So as long as you have a EIN number or a social security number and you have a credit profile personally at 680 credit score, we're going to help you to get funding and access to capital with hardly any documentation. Okay? Now, obviously, every situation is different, guys. Let me make that very clear. But this is what separates FGN from many traditional funding routes, guys. And if your credit is not where it needs to be yet, no problem. FGN also works with the experienced credit restoration partners. I'm not going to say their names right now, but long story short, if that's something that you need, we have literally partnered up with a company that's been doing it for over 20 years, have helped over 50,000 people establish their credit to be able to have access to funding. It's extremely affordable. Let me make that very clear. Matter of fact, I'll just throw these three numbers out there, okay? I don't care what your credit looks like. It could be the worst of the worst, guys. I don't care what your credit looks like. All right, when I say I don't care what it looks like, I don't care if you got child support and the government's trying to stop you from traveling. I don't care if you got bank repos. I don't care if you got tax liens. It don't matter what you got. Lates, charge-offs. It don't matter. This company has seen it all and understands the credit rules and restoration business to help you. And even if you had all that, evictions and rent, mess-ups, contracts, guys, it won't cost you more than $9.99 at worst case scenario. If your credit's not that bad, it's probably somewhere in the middle. It's going to cost you somewhere around $500, $600. And if your credit is not bad at all and you just need a couple of things brushed up, it'll probably cost you somewhere around $300, okay? Somewhere in between those three, but no monthly memberships, no spending thousands of dollars, waiting 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years to never really get your credit to where it needs to get to. So just remember that, okay? Now, let's talk about the community side and why so many people are excited about sharing FGN. Because remember, Free Gas Network is the marketing arm that was created to eliminate the company having to spend tens of thousands of dollars per week, per month to be able to advertise credit, personal, and business funding solutions. Okay? Now, because this is not one of those old school companies where you have inventory sitting in your garage or products you got to convince people to buy, this is simple. People need funding. People need opportunity. People are looking for financial relief and financial leverage. So when somebody joins FGN with $297, the person who referred them receives an instant $100 commission immediately. Okay? It's a simple thank you because you didn't have to do it, but because you opened your mouth and said, hey, listen, I'm a part of this community where they help you get personal and business funding. And guess what? I've already got it myself, or I'm in the process of getting it myself. The company says, thank you for opening your mouth. Here's $100. How many people like that? $297 the customer pays, $100 you get for sharing it. That's the company way, guys, saying thank you. And then on the second level, meaning your sponsor will earn a $25 credit for simply being the person that shared it with you originally. So let me give that example, right? So I brought 25 of you on this line right now, and 10 of you say, I'm ready to do this right away. I'm going to earn $100 off of 10 of you for simply you deciding to join. My sponsor is going to earn $25 10 times. $250, he didn't do anything except for share it with me. I happen to see this as something absolutely amazing, and guess what? He's benefiting from it. It's a two-level affiliate comp plan, guys. It's real simple. So the community is rewarded for helping people connect to opportunity. But here's where it can really become powerful, guys. Follow me on this. When someone you refer actually receives funding through the platform, listen to this, guys. You earn a 2% of whatever they get funded for. So let me give you an example. If somebody gets $50,000 in funding, that's $1,000 for you. If somebody gets $100,000 in funding, that's $2,000 for you. If somebody gets $250,000 in funding, that's $5,000 for you. And the beautiful part is FGN handles the funding process through their consulting network and partners. Guys, this is all AI driven. It's all done through our automated systems. You ain't doing no work. You're not the expert. You ain't taking no information from nobody. You simply go about your day in your business, and a couple of weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks goes by, and you're getting an email saying, hey, you got 500, you got 700, you got 1,000, you got 5,000, you got 6,000. You got money just coming in, and you can't even remember where it's coming in from. Why? Because you didn't do any of the work. You just simply said, hey, I'm a part of a community where we can help you get personal and business funding. And guess what? The company is taking care of all of that through the system, guys. How many people like that? Now, if the person you refer goes out and helps somebody get connected, watch this. Remember, goes back to the 2-level affiliate program, guys. You can also earn on the 2nd level through compensation structure as well. So what starts as simply sharing information can eventually show you how to grow into a very significant income stream, guys. You earn a 1% commission on whatever your sponsor's customer is able to get funded. So 2% on the 1st level, 1% on the actual 2nd level. All right. Now, because we're entering a season where access matters more than ever, access to capital, guys, access to the information, the right network, the right people, and sometimes one opportunity, one connection, guys. I am a witness of this, and I know many of you are as well. All right, one decision can completely change the direction of somebody's life financially. So if somebody invited you onto this call today, don't just casually overlook this, guys. Take a real look at what's happening here. All right, ask the questions, do your research, and see if it makes sense for where you're trying to go financially. All right, whether your goal is funding, whether it's creating another stream of income, building business leverage, or simply surrounding yourself with people focused on growth, we know here at FGN exactly what it is that you're looking for. Okay, I'm going to share this one last component because I think it's important that you understand how FGN is able to do all this, because I'm sure you're like, come on, this can't be real. Ain't no way a company is going to be able to get people tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars in funding, either in personal or business or multiple businesses, but because you got 10, 20, 30, 40 LLCs. And you're absolutely right, guys. How the company is able to do this at such a low cost is because if you sign off and say, hey, I definitely want that $100,000 funding that I'm qualified for with no documentation, you will sign off on it. You'll sign off on all the agreements and all that stuff. The company, the consulting partners that takes care of everything for FGN will receive a 12% commission, okay, or funding fee for getting you the money with very little documentation. So you may ask, well, how am I getting paid that 2% then and that 1%? It's coming from the funding fee that you are being charged for your funds. So it's never coming out of your folks' pocket. It's coming from the fee that FGN partners are receiving for the funding that you're getting. Guys, I just want to take the time out to say I appreciate all of you guys listening to our Zoom today. At this time, I'm going to pass this over to our amazing CEO, Mr. Ray Taylor, who's going to share a few other things with you so you can, one, just hear from this amazing gentleman himself. I'm so happy that I've had an amazing partner who introduced me to Mr. Ray Taylor back in early August of last year, and it's been such a life-changing experience to work with this brother, and I can't wait to see where this company will be in the next 6 months as far as blessing so many people in a time where people simply need funding. So with that being said, Mr. Ray Taylor, it is all yours. I'm going to step out of the way of greatness. Are you there, brother?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. You can take it all away.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. I just want to give, if we could be in a room where we can all stand up, that presentation that Brother Dap shares week in and week out always deserves a standing ovation. One thing, when you have a vision, you cannot complete that vision without people coming to your left, to your right, a support system. And I thank God that he has sent me people such as this phenomenal speaker that you just heard, Brother Dap, and others. I don't have time to name you out. You know who you are, that have basically circled the wagon around this vision. In order for a team to win, first, you have to have that team. So with that said, I just want to share I'll take maybe 5 or 10 minutes. This will not be long. I know this is a holiday weekend, so we hope everyone will be safe this weekend. Enjoy yourself, whatever you have to do. Spend time with those that you love, your family, your friends. We're all about community. We're all about vision, and we're all about helping people, because we understand something. If you focus on helping people, if you focus on the needs of people, then just by the rule that's in the universe, you will be automatically taken care of. And that's what FGN is all about, community. And yes, we reached out to this gig working community, as Brother Dap shared, and it's just millions and millions of people. And guess what? It's not like they have a union, a gig workers union somewhere. Well, in essence, that's what FGN is. We are their hub. We are their safe place. We are the ones that are here that's looking out for them. We understand their grind. We understand the hustle, but most importantly, we understand their pain points and where they need to be. They need to create more income, and they don't have additional time. You cannot add hours to the gig workers. They are already some working jobs, and then outside the hours of working their job, they're out delivering our food and our groceries and our loved ones from point A to point B, and they're out there. Guess what? They deserve a support system that will circle around them, that will circle the wagons around their efforts, and that's what FGN is all about. So if you know somebody out there, or if you're on this line right now, know you found your home, you found your community, you found your tribe right here at FGN. And we're going to add value to you. We're going to put you in the position as the owners of Uber and Lyft. What do I mean by that? Billions of dollars are created, and the owners and the CEOs, they never start their engine. They never deliver one person, one package, one meal, but yet they are sitting there making a ton of money. We want to put you in that same situation, whereby when you're out there on your grind, you have a passive income mechanism that's working for you when you are not working it. So imagine you're out there doing your driving and you make your money, whatever that is, $50, $100, $25, $200, whatever you make, but at the same time, someone that you referred just referred 10 people, and you just received $250 worth of free gasoline. And that cannot be stopped, because once you create that front line, it's like priming the pump. And you prime the pump, and yes, you have to send the people here, but that's it. Just like that said, you have to open your mouth. Refer them to us. Tell them to come to a call. Tell them to come to our Zooms. We are about to produce things and have Zooms and recordings. Tell them to look at a recording. And then they decide, wait, I need this community. This is a benefit to me. This is passive income. So that means while I'm out there driving, I have leverage working for me. I can come home at the end of my day and find out I made more money not driving than driving. I'm going to repeat that, because that is the ultimate vision for those that are out there. We want you to create more passive income without getting in that car. So you're in the position of a CEO right now. So now when you get on top of the cake, and we want to produce that for everybody out there, every entrepreneur, every gig worker. Now we are expanding now, because we want to have a home for everything rolling on concrete. So we're expanding into, I would say, the owner operators and the truckers, those that are in the box trucks, the diesel trucks. Guess what? Same situation. They're hustling all the time. Some of them are local. Some of them are driving state to state. I spoke to a young man that has a truck, and I asked him. He does actually loads of dumping and everything, picking up things within his own community. But I asked him, how much do you spend a week on gasoline? He told me $800 a week. I said, okay, that's over $3,000 a month. He says, I hate it, but I have to do it. I asked him, what if I could cut that in half or maybe completely eliminate it? He said, well, just the thought, if you could, even 1/4, that would be a blessing from God. I said, okay, then I have information for you, because we're expanding out to the truckers. And this is going to be the compensation plan for them, because we have our $25 free gas cards, digital cards that will hit your wallet day after day. In the standard, $25 adds up, 25, 50, 100, 150, 200. And for the average person, that is changing your life when it comes to these $5, $6, $7 a gallon, like in California, that we are watching something that we've never seen before. That can change your life. What that does is release money so you can purchase more groceries, because the biggest two things that's happening to the families, gasoline and groceries. So if we can eliminate that gasoline bill, guess what? We can redirect that money to the grocery store. So we have a vision and a purpose and a plan here, because what's going on in our community right now, what's going on in the United States right now. So with these truckers, they don't need $25. I asked the same young man, what about if you could receive $100 worth of free gasoline, and you were put in a position that can happen over and over and over again, 1 time a week, 5 times a week, 10 times a week. Again, he said that would just alter the whole trajectory of his entire business. I didn't even tell him about the $500 yet. I just stayed on gasoline, and you should have heard him on the phone. Now, I said, let me cap this off. What if I put you in a position, passive income, because I'm not trying to give you another gig. Understand that. No, we understand your pain. You're out there already 12, 14 hours a day, sometimes even longer. So we wouldn't even consider telling you to do something else. What we want to do is support you in the background. We are your support system, and we will do the work, but you will get the pay. I'll repeat that. We will do the work, but you will get the pay. We will do all follow-up. We will talk. We will answer the questions. We will do everything needed as if, wait a minute, do I have an entire company supporting me? Yes. You have everyone here supporting you. And when someone raises their hand and say yes, and once they understand all of the benefits we have, it's not even time. I won't even go into the savings. But all of the benefits that we offer, they will raise their hands and say yes. And then guess what? We're going to send that trucker $500. Now, he's on the road focusing on his business. He's not thinking about us. That's the position we're going to put him in, a passive situation. He's going to make $500. And then we're going to follow up on more referrals and more referrals for him. And we're going to talk, and we're going to answer the questions, and we're going to close the sale. We're going to do the work, but that trucker is going to get another $500 and another $500. And guess what? He's going to be one happy trucker. Now, doesn't stop there, because remember, we're set up two-tier. We are not a multi-level marketing company. We are a two-tier affiliate program, but we believe in having a two-tier because now that second tier equals leverage, and simultaneously it equals passive income. So now, when the people that we have worked on, that we closed, now they're on your front level or your direct line, or I like to call it your cash line. That's where the cash is flowing. Every time, we're going to do the same thing for them. So we're going to help them. We're going to talk to their referrals. We're going to close, and every time they make $500, because you referred them, you're going to receive $100 worth of free gasoline. Now, think about that. Truckers know a lot of truckers. So that easily can turn into 5, 10, 15, 20 people front line. And every time a sale is made, if one sale is made a week and you have 10 people, that's $1,000 a week. That would eliminate this young man's and $200 coming in without him lifting a finger. So guess what? For those members that are already in place, you have two packages to sell, a $297 and a $997. That $997 actually is for a 5-year membership, plus they get their own closer that will do the work and close all their sales for them. So literally, they're buying a sales department for one time, $997 for 5 years. You own an entire staff that, guess what, that has one goal in mind: to support your vision. We are up. And here's the beautiful part, even of that $997. Is that affordable? Sure, it's affordable, just like our $297. It's a drop in the bucket. But even with our membership prices, we make it literally impossible to walk away. And what do I mean by that? Because we break those up into 4 payments. So literally, to have this 5-year package for this trucker, to literally have a sales company supporting him or her, or to have a professional closer that is going to close for you and send you $500 checks, over and over and over $9.97 for 5 years. Do the math on that. Now, if you break that down in our 4Pay, they are paying $249 to start. I know, take your calculators out, because the $249 is actually less than our $297. So are you actually telling me, Mr. Ray, that a trucker or any entrepreneur can grab that 5-year package, have the support of the entire company, a personal closer doing the work, and they're getting the pay and sending them $500, and as they help their people, they start making $100 cash flow, a gas flow on the second tier passively, and I can start that for less than even the basic 1-year package, $249, okay, I will stop and drop my microphone on that fact, because that is absolutely what we have. Now, I'll close with this. For our members, look at your emails, because next week we are going to have a Zoom training. So for the members, remember, membership has its privileges. All of you get a complimentary upgrade to that package. Doesn't cost you a penny. We don't want a dime from you. What we want is for you to get trained. So now you have 2 options. You can make that $100. You can make that $500. You can make that $25. You can make $100. I hope that you're doing the math on this. Somebody can lose sleep this long weekend. So we can turn this into you starting to produce 2 sales a week and start making $1,000 a week. What would that do for your family, for your future? $48,000, $50,000 a year. But that's not counting the passive $100 leveraged bonuses on the gas flow. So just think about it. We're going to focus on the 500s. We're going to focus on the 100s, and guess what? The second tier is going to happen by itself. That's called priming the pump. We're going to work the direct line, and then we're going to allow the second tier to do what it do. And that's passive money consistently flowing into your bank account. So get ready. We'll have that date set. The only requirement for you to get on that training Zoom, because I'm going to go into more detail, and we're going to teach you exactly what to do to blow this thing. We're going to blow it up for you and start having those big checks come to you. And we're going to tap into the industry of these truckers, and they're going to come, and once they understand, they will fall in love with us. And guess what? They're going to bring truckers from the north, the east, the south, and the west, and they're all coming into our community. That's going to cause us to grow, have more influence, bring better benefits into here, additional benefits into the membership back office to give you more value without spending a dime. That's what we're all about. That's what we're committed. With that, I'm going to close out this call and wish everyone, you guys have a wonderful, safe weekend. If anyone you know becomes a member between today, we have a holiday on Monday, and Monday. So we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. If they become a member at the $297, they will automatically get a free upgrade to the $997 package. That's just going on right now. This special is just for this weekend only. And you must be on the Zoom for training. So if there's anybody on the fence or anybody you need to reach out to, or we will record this and you get this recording out, they need to do it this weekend, because next week, then we're empowering all of our members to be able to go out now and start grabbing those $500 checks back to back to back to back. Okay, with that, you guys be safe. Have a wonderful, long weekend. Again, spend time with those that you love, your family. God bless. We look to talk to you guys next week. Bye for now.